Hey everybody, guess what? We are back and today we're going to show you a ukulele tutorial on how to play just 3 simple chords on the ukulele. It's a fun instrument and it's very easy to get into. So I'm just going to be showing you the fretboard and just diving straight in. So let's go right ahead. Alright everybody, so this is the ukulele. As you can see, we have 4 strings. They are tuned to G, C, E, A. And these spaces in between these little metallic looking lines, the spaces are called frets. So I'm going to show you how to navigate this as I explain how to play these 3 simple chords. So the first chord is a C chord, and we can use any one of our fingers, but for the sake of being able to play and to access the other chords, we're going to use our ring finger, also known as our third finger, to play this. So we're going to use our ring finger. We're going to go on to the 3rd fret, this space right here, the 3rd fret. We're going to place our finger on the 1st string, this string right here. This is called the 1st string. So, all together it should sound like this. And that's your C chord. Pretty simple, right? So anyhow, moving on. The next chord, we're going to place our 1st finger, which is our index finger, pointer finger. We're going to place it in this space, the 1st fret. We're going to take our 2nd finger, the middle finger. We're going to place it on this space right here, the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So we're going to have these 2 fingers there in those respective places. Now please remember, these 2 strings right here, this 1st one and this 3rd one, they need to be what we call open, so they need to ring out. Our fingers might be in the way of them from being able to ring, so we gotta place our fingers, use our fingertips, so that we don't block these strings while fretting these strings with our fingers, squeezing them, placing them down, fretting them, whichever term you want to use. Okay, so once again, the index finger on this 1st space, the 1st fret of the 2nd string. This finger, middle finger, is going to go on the 2nd space, 2nd fret of the 4th string. These other 2, you're not going to place any finger on them. They're going to be played open. So all together it should sound like this. Alright, excellent. So the last chord that we're going to play is the G chord. Okay? That previous one, by the way, if I hadn't mentioned it, this is the F. C, F. This next one is called G. So we're going to use 3 fingers this time. We're going to place our middle finger on this space, the 2nd fret of the 1st string. We're going to place our ring finger on the 3rd space of the 2nd string. We're going to place our 1st finger, or index finger, on the 2nd space, also known as the 2nd fret, of the 3rd string. So, and we're going to leave this one, the 4th string, open. So all together it should sound like this. Okay, so once again, the 2nd finger, the middle finger, on the 2nd space, also known as the 2nd fret of the 1st string. The ring finger, the 3rd finger, on the 2nd, as you were, the 3rd fret, 3rd space, 2nd string. The 1st finger on the second space, the second fret of the third string. So all together, it should sound like this. And there you have it. Those are all the 3 chords. This is called the G chord. So we have the C, the F, and the G. Now, we're not going to get too deep into right hand technique in this video. That could be in a future video. But for right now, just play however you feel comfortable. So a lot of times you'll see people just using their thumb like this, gently going over the strings. Some people will be hipster and use a finger. Some people will be different and use their fingernails. It's however you feel comfortable. Since we're learning together, we're just going to focus on accuracy and making sure these chords sound nice. Take your time when switching off between these chords. Since we're learning, we want to make sure we're as accurate as possible. Should you ever encounter any strings that kind of don't sound right, it's possibly because you need to press harder or because you're blocking a string. And so you need to adjust to make sure everything can be heard correctly. Alright everybody, well there you have it, just 3 simple chords. Please remember to take your time, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But please remember to click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we'll be having some more fun playing the ukulele together.